guys, it's Tiffany from Super Easy Math. Today's math problem of the day says, what does the square equal and what does the star equal? So for a problem like this, I'm going to look at all of my equations, and I can see that I have 3 different ones here. And I'm going to find the one that is the most complete. And right now I can see that that is the bottom equation. And I can see that I have 4 times 4 plus something, and that gives me 19. Well, I can just say, well, 4 times 4 is 16, and then plus what is going to give me 19? Well, it's got to be 3. Well, if you notice, every single time you see a circle on this page, they're telling you that it equals 4. So that same pattern is consistent for all of the shapes. So what that means is because this square equals 3, all of the squares on the page equals 3. So I'm going to plug in a 3 here and a 3 here. Now I have more numbers in the first 2 equations, so that's going to help me solve to the end there more easily. So now I'm going to take a look at the top equation, and I'm going to do what I need to do to figure this one out. Well, the first thing I notice is my first sign is a plus sign and my second sign is a multiplication sign. Well, if we consider order of operations or PEMDAS, you have to work in order from left to right. And whenever you get to your multiplication and division, that has to be done before your addition and subtraction. So what that means is if you did not know your answer was 23 yet, you would solve the circle and the star being multiplied together before you would add the 3 inside the square. So I need to think about that and work backwards to figure this out. If I know my final answer is going to end up being 23, how about I subtract the 3 that you end up adding at the end, and I'm left with 20, and I keep that number in my head. And then I have to say, well, 4 times what would give me 20, and the answer would be 5. So now if you think about this problem in terms of answering it, if you had the numbers on the left of the equal sign and not your answer yet, it would look like this. 3 plus 4 times 5 equals blank. Well, I know the 4 and the 5 is what would get multiplied together first, and that's 20. Then you add the 3, which gives you 23. If you were to go just from left to right without considering order of operations, you would get 3 plus 4 is 7, and then 7 times 5 is 35, and that's a completely different answer. So you must consider order of operations when solving a problem like this. You have to consider that the multiplication comes first before the addition. So now, similarly to the same way I filled in the 3's, because I know the top star is 5, I know that the middle star must also be 5. So I'm going to add a 5 right here. And I'm going to verify this row to make sure it makes sense as well. All of this needs to equal 6. I'm going to consider order of operations, and I can see that I only have subtraction and addition this time. So that means I don't need to worry about solving one before the other. It'll be fine. So 5 minus 3 is 2, and then 2 plus 4 equals 6. So we're good to go. Guys, if you like this video, it would help me out so much, and I would really appreciate it. It would also allow you to be able to see more of my math problem of the day problems. And as always, here's tomorrow's math problem of the day. See if you can solve it before I do. Then head over to supereasymath.com and click on math videos. Once you're there, you can have access to all of my videos where I teach everything in order with notes the way you need it.